Good morning student, welcome here in this YouTube channel. We are dealing with unit number 16, that is climate. Very interesting unit this is, and we will come to know about the different seasons and how they worked and how this season change according to the weather or climate of the country that we have discussed. Winter season is continued. Lastly, in last video we have discussed about winter season. One paragraph is still remain to be discussed. After that we will go for summer. Please keep a textbook with you. Cold weather season. Okay, so we are on page number 124, last paragraph. Condition in South India during winter are different from those in North India. We know, student, that in South India rain is very much in rainy season, but the condition of winter, cold season in South India is different than North India. South India is situated in torrid zone, that we know. Near the equator and has a peninsular shape. Its inner area is not very far from sea coast, and this South Indian area is not far from sea. So this area does not feel severe cold as the northern India during winter. North India has severe cold during winter, while South India don't have. There is no snowfall. Temperature also does not go down very low. That is, the temperature of Kochi during January is around 26 Celsius. Madurai is 25 Celsius and Chennai is 24 Celsius. But the mountainous area in South India feel low temperature. See, during winter in South India there is no low temperature because they are near to sea coast. Comparatively, South India regions have less cold, while the area which has mountainous part, that the area which has mountainous part in South India, that has low temperature. Temperature decrease towards north. In India, winter is considered to be very pleasant and healthy season. Due to longer and cooler nights, dew and fog are common in early morning. So mountainous area this area has this less low temperature. And we have winter very pleasant and healthy season. North day is shorter and night is longer. In winter, dry wind coming from overland mass generally do not bring rain, but northeast wind coming over from Bay of Bengal contain humidity. So winds which are coming from this northeast that has that humidity, these winds give more rainfall over the Coromandel coast. Northeast gets some rainfall due to the western disturbance and thunderstorm. So wind from Bay of Bengal brings rain. These winds give more rainfall over the Coromandel coast. Northeast gets some rainfall due to the western disturbance and thunderstorms. This rain is very useful for the rabi crop in Punjab and Haryana. These winds give rain in Gujarat occasionally. This unseasonal rain in Gujarat is locally called Mauthu. So, except monsoon, if in Gujarat we have any unseasonable rain, so that is called Mauthu. But northeast winds coming from Bay of Bengal contain humidity. These winds give more rainfall over the Coromandel coast. Northeast gets some rainfall due to western disturbance and thunderstorm. Northeast rain, very useful in rabi crop in Punjab and Haryana. And those unseasonable rain in Gujarat is known as Mauthu. So this is the cold weather season. Now we'll go for warm weather season, that is summer. Please you note down this. Next season is summer season. Which is also known as Grishma season. In India, the warm and dry season between March to May is called summer. That wheel of season that we have discussed, between March to May. This summer lasts between March to May. During this period, the sun rays fall vertically from south to north gradually and the land mass becomes warmer. Sun rays fall vertically from south to north. And because of this, earth gets, this landmass becomes warmer. Temperature increases continuously. The month of March is the hottest month in southern India. Temperature exceeds 40 Celsius at many places. Central and northeast India experience maximum temperature during April and May. March is the hottest one. Temperature increases. Central and northeast India experience maximum temperature during April and May. At some places, the temperature reaches around 45 Celsius to 50 Celsius. So that much temperature exceeds too. Thus, entire nation experience very high temperature during summer. Due to the altitude of peninsula and the plateau, the summer in South India is little mild. See, winter is also mild in South India as well as summer. Due to this peninsular and plateau part in South India, summer is also mild. Compared to North India, the temperature here remains low. See, the temperature in winter is very high in North India, and in summer too, temperature is very high. While the temperature in Delhi and Allahabad is 34 Celsius, it is 30 Celsius at Madurai and 27 at Bengaluru. Thus, physical features and sea seem to have dominating effect on temperature in south. Because of these physical features of South India part and because of this sea, they have dominating temperature in south. We can say due to sea coast, South India and all the regions of South India are blessed with sea coast, and because of that they don't have high winter and they don't have high summer, means high temperature and low temperature, means they have pleasant all the season. Okay, please you note down this. After that we will go for another paragraph. During this season, tropical cyclones develop over Bay of Bengal and over Arabian Sea, advance toward coastal area and cause devastating effects over coastal region. So talking about this season, this warm season. So during this season, tropical cyclones develop over Bay of Bengal and over Arabian Sea. So this cyclone advanced towards coastal area and caused devastating effects over coastal regions, and this advanced towards coastal area and due to this coastal areas have devastating effect. Most of the country experience hot and dry weather during summer. Most of the place do not receive any rain in this season, but sometimes Malabar coast gets some rain which helps the mango crop. So it is called Amra Vrishti. This is useful to mango and coffee crops. See, in winter we do have this rain, that is Mautho and all, but most of the region of the country don't have rain during summer, but Malabar coast gets some rain, and this rain helps the mango crops. And this rain helps mango crops, that's why it is known as Amra Vrishti. This is useful to mango and coffee crops. This Amra Vrishti is useful in mango and coffee crops. Okay, so this is our warm season, that is summer, which is also known as Grishma season. Please you note down this. After that we will go for advancing monsoon season, that is rainy season. Next is the advancing monsoon, that is rainy season, and this lasts up to from June to September. India is an agrarian country, and so the rainy season is very important season for India. About 80% of the rainfall country is received between June to September. So between June to September 80% of rain we receive. Indian farmer is busy in farming from the beginning of the rainy season. Southwest monsoon winds are responsible for the rain in this season and the humid and cloudy weather. So it is southwest monsoon wind. Which are responsible for humid climate. That is why this is also known as the season of southwest monsoon winds, and that's why it is known as southwest monsoon winds season, because these winds are responsible for cloudy and humid temperature. Almost entire country gets rainfall due to these winds. By the end of May, a low pressure develops due to high temperature over India and Central Asia. At this time, Indian Ocean in the south develops high pressure, so winds blow towards northern low pressure pocket. The summer monsoon winds blow from the ocean towards India. As these winds are moisture laden, they bring rain. Now talking about the end of the May. So low pressure developed due to high temperature over India and Central Asia. High temperature. So where this high temperature is? Over India and Central Asia. At this time, Indian Ocean in the south develops high pressure. So talking about this South Indian Ocean, so this South Indian Ocean develops high pressure. So winds blow towards northern low pressure pockets. The summer monsoon winds blow from ocean towards India, as these winds are moisture laden. So summer monsoon winds means we are talking about summer monsoon winds. And these winds blow from the ocean towards India, as these winds are moisture laden, and these winds are moisture laden, and that's why these winds brings rain. So this way, the southwest monsoon winds and the summer monsoon winds bring rain in India. Please you note down this and be careful about the high and low temperature of South and North Indian weather. Please you note down this. Okay students, so this is for today's video. Now it's time for your homework. Your homework is explain You have to explain the warm weather, that is summer of India, in your book. This is for 3 marks. So write like short note. Okay, we'll meet again in next video. In that video we will discuss this another rainy season of India. Till then, take care. Bye.